Welcome to the Posture Strength and Mobility Podcast. I'm Isaac Osborne, and I'm here to share with you tips, tricks, hacks, interesting musings, and much more in short, digestible episodes. To learn more about how you can improve your posture strength and mobility, check out the show notes for links. Onward with the show. Welcome to episode 4. Today we're going to talk about 5 common mistakes that people make with a massage gun. And I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to improve your experience with your massage gun. Jumping right into it. So the number one mistake that people make when using a massage gun is going to the site of the pain. So most people, for example, if you're watching the video and those of you who are listening, I'm holding my shoulder. The front of your shoulder is hurting. That site of pain is exactly where people go to try to relieve the pain. Is they put the massage gun right on that area. Now, I'm not going to say that there isn't some benefit to that. Absolutely, you're going to get some pain relief there. However, it's not going to completely decompress the joint to where you can get even more relief, almost 80 to 100% potentially relief in your shoulder if that's the case with your pain. So, for instance, going to that site of pain, that might be an overworked muscle, that's why it's sore, or it's compressing the joint, but it's only one of many muscles that is potentially compressing, in this case, the shoulder joint. So this is true for back pain, neck pain, and so many other conditions, chronic conditions that people have, is that there's multiple muscles that are involved in that situation. So you might have some sore quads from a run or whatever it is that you're doing in your training, and that is absolutely appropriate to be able to go to that area and use a massage gun on that. You're going to flush out any garbage that's in the cellular waste in that area. You're going to help relax that muscle. You're going to break up any adhesions in there. However, if you're trying to use it for more of a chronic joint pain situation, you don't just press on that area where you have the pain. You got to work around it and other places around the joint. Got to get specific muscles that coordinate with those tight muscles. The second most common mistake that people make when using a massage gun is pressing as hard as they can. There's this thought process that if you press really hard and you kill that muscle, you're going to relieve the pain. This is not true. And if you're doing that and you're still not getting relief, please stop. Because when you're pressing on that area and you're trying to basically get a muscle to release that doesn't want to release, it's overcontracted for a reason. It's probably overcontracted because muscles that are supposed to be working aren't working. So for instance, if we go back to the shoulder, maybe that shoulder position that someone is in is compressed shoulder, is a lower shoulder, and let's say the pec is overactive. Well, you're going to have muscles that are very underactive, which are antagonists to that pec muscle. And once those muscles are able to be activated, then that muscle in the front, the pec, can be released because muscles work off of coordination patterns. So that's another reason why if your muscle is not releasing, then the fact of the matter is that muscle doesn't want to release because it can't release because it is trying to do the job of other muscles. So be really careful with that. Pressing as hard as you can, trying to get a muscle to completely let go can be a dangerous thing, especially if those other muscles that help support the opposing movement of that muscle aren't activated. And listen to your body. Just grinding away at that tissue is just going to do tissue damage. It's not going to help the muscle. The other factor on that is that it's sensory nerves that we're after when we are trying to release muscles with a massage gun. It's the percussive movement of the massage gun that confuses those sensory nerves that helps the muscle relax. The third common mistake that people make when using a massage gun is staying too long in one area. So when you're utilizing muscle releases, you want to hang out in the area for a certain period of time, but you don't want to get in there and just hang out there forever. So you can use a general rule of thumb, 30 seconds to about maybe 2 minutes at the most. And if you're utilizing the rule of not pressing really hard, just using that vibration of that muscle to help confuse the muscle and help the muscle let go, then you're not going to do damage. But if you're staying in one area for too long, then you have a higher possibility of doing tissue damage to that muscle or that tissue around that area, and you're going to regret it. You're going to bruise the tissue, and then once the tissue is bruised, then you're going to create more scar tissue and restrictions in that tissue. So don't stay in an area too long, and don't press hard, and you're going to be okay. The fourth most common mistake that people make is pressing directly on joints. And there are some joints that have some soft tissue or muscles cross them that it's okay, but if you're going to press right on your knee joint or you're going to press right on the ankle joint, it's not going to feel good. You could bruise the bone, you could do damage to the bone. You're going to be potentially on ligaments. It's not going to do you any good. And the most common mistake on that is in the neck. So I'm going to demonstrate here with the massage gun. A lot of people push straight back. So for the listeners, what I'm doing right now is I'm holding the massage gun to the back of my neck and I'm pushing straight forward towards the front of my body. And if you press straight forward on your neck, what you're going to do is you're going to jam all the joints of those vertebrae in your neck, which is a dangerous thing to do because if your joints are compromised in any way or your discs are compromised in any way, you're going to irritate those joints and discs in those vertebrae of your neck. So don't press directly back from the back straight forward in the neck. It's a dangerous thing to do, and you're only going to harm your joints in the spine. That goes for also going down the rest of the spine or any other joints. You got to be really careful with that. Okay, so this one, number 5, is a really common thing that people do, is that when they're trying to release muscle, inadvertently, because of the position that they're in, they are actually contracting the muscle while they are using the massage gun based off of the position that they're in. So you'll see photos online, and this cracks me up, where you see people like holding their bicep up like this and putting the massage gun on their bicep. And this cracks me up because you're trying to release a muscle. You're trying to release the muscle, and you're not going to release the muscle if you're contracting the muscle. So you want to get in positions that are conducive to the muscle relaxing. And that's why in the protocols that I have for my massage gun, and you're welcome to those protocols as well. If you already have a massage gun, check out the show notes for a link to go ahead and purchase access to those protocols. You learn how to put your body in positions that are going to release the muscle, not activate it. All right, so to recap, the most common mistakes are going to the site of pain, pressing as hard as you can, staying too long in one area, pressing on joints or bones, and tightening a muscle while you're trying to release that muscle. So those are the most 5 common mistakes that people make when they're using a massage. So you can move around with the massage gun, and I encourage you to move around the shoulder and other areas of the body and explore areas that help release that specific muscle or a specific area that is causing you irritation or pain. And I encourage you to check out my protocols that put you in the right positions to access specific muscle releases so that you can get those muscles to relax and use your massage gun or purchase one of my massage guns, the Integrator, and get rid of that joint pain. Thank you for joining me for this episode. If you liked it, please subscribe and leave a positive review so others may find it and get help too. Check out the show notes for links on how to win a mini Integrator massage gun, posture strength and mobility classes that focus on corrective exercises, or self-myofascial release protocols for neck pain, back pain, knee pain, plantar fasciitis, and much more with my massage gun, the Integrator. Until next time, keep exploring your body and stay curious.